From the Little Creek Park and the Rock Sports Complex in South Charleston, West Virginia, it's the 2026 River States Conference Softball Tournament. As this afternoon, the number 4 seed, the IU Southeast Grenadiers, take on the number 5 seed, the Brescia Bearcats. Welcome everyone to South Charleston for day number 1 of a scheduled 3 of the 2026 RSC Softball Tournament as IU Southeast Emma Davis puts one in the zone, a swing and a miss from Lily Grant, and we're underway from South Charleston. No balls and a strike on the leadoff hitting Grant. Grant rocking the Brescia sweatshirt as she swings and misses on what looked to be a rise ball. It's 0-2. We'll give you the best we can from our broadcast position here in South Charleston. We're almost right on top of home plate, so it's harder to get the movement of the softball as the 0-2 misses up and away for ball 1, 1-2 to Grant. We're also a little bit boxed into the right side of the field, but we'll do the best we can. And we thank you for joining us, whether you're joining us on YouTube or on the new video productions app as the 1-2 pitch comes high and tight. It's 2-2 to Grant, a .388 hitter at the top of the Brescia order. It's all mostly singles, just 4 extra base hits, but she won't put one in play here as one of the top pitchers in the conference, Emma Davis, gets a strikeout to set down Grant, and there's one away here in the top of the first inning. Brings up the 2-hole hitter in Madison McDaniel.
Now up, Madison McDaniel.
A freshman who has acclimated well to college softball takes the first pitch up and on the top of the zone for a strike 0-1. McDaniel hitting .344. Leads the ball club with a .450 on-base percentage as she's drawn a team-high 22 walks. As she takes that one up and away for a ball. It's even at 1-1. 7 extra base hits of her 43 hits, 6 doubles and a triple. Takes that one outside for a ball. It's 2-1. The majority of this Brescia team's power comes from one spot. The sophomore we'll see later in the lineup in E.K. Elrod as that one is in the zone for a strike to even the count at 2-2. Brescia as a team has hit 11 home runs. 7 of them have come from Elrod. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Davis takes a little bit off the 2-2 and gets a swing and a miss as Davis runs her season strikeout total to 92. And she'll deal with the 3-hole hitter in the Brescia order, in Katie Fisher.
Okay, thank you.
First pitch to Fisher. Can't catch the outside corner, 1 ball and no strikes. Fisher, a .343 hitter, 10 RBIs on the year. In 70 at-bats for the Bearcats. The 1-0 is fouled off, and the count evens up at 1-1 on the 3-hole hitter. As Davis looks to make easy work of the Bearcats here in inning number 1 after punch-outs of both Grant and McDaniel. The 1-1 pitch tries to paint the outside corner. Can't quite do it. A little bit low possibly as well. And the count is 2-1 against Fisher. Bearcats, the road team, wearing the all blacks. Brescia across the front in royal blue. Hard hit ground ball over to third. Collected onto first. That one's going to skip away from the first baseman, but she got it back just in time. Mackenzie Walters able to jump on that one just in time to retire the 3-hole hitter in Katie Fisher. We're through a half inning here in South Charleston with your score. It's the Brescia Bearcats 0 and the IU Southeast Grenadiers coming up as you're watching the 2026 River States Conference Softball Tournament.
For the Grenadiers, the designated player, number 32, Josie Lemons.
Savannah Jones gets the ball for Brescia, and she's been one of the two everyday starters for the Bearcats this year. 94 innings with a 4.24 ERA. She's 7-8 with a whip of 1.71. And she'll start her day by facing the top of this IU Southeast order and Josie Lemons. Jones's first pitch to Lemons. Misses low and inside for a ball, 1-0. Lemons gets on base with the best of them, a .467 on-base percentage, hitting .418. 3 doubles, 1 home run of her 64 hits. But when Lemons gets on, she is lethal as she hits that one high and deep to right center field. That's into no man's land. That will two-hop the wall. Lemons with blazing speed will come to third. She is in standing up. It's a leadoff stand-up triple for the IU Southeast leadoff hitter, Josie Lemons.
Now hitting number 35, Mackenzie Walters.
We had just talked about Lemons did not have a lot of extra base hits. She picks a heck of a time for her first triple of the season. And she put that one into the right center field gap. Nothing to be done by Elrod and Grant. And she is in standing up at third. And the Grenadiers have an excellent chance to take the lead here early on as the first pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That will do the job. Over to first in time from Micah Gepner, but in to score comes Josie Lemons, and just like that, it's 1-0 IU Southeast on an RBI ground out.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, Racy Stallings.
So in the span of just 2 pitches, IU Southeast has taken a 1-0 lead, as Lemons' triple leads to Mackenzie Walters' RBI ground out and brings the 3-hole hitter Racy Stallings to the plate as she takes one at the top of the zone for a strike, 0-1. Stallings, a .300 hitter on the season, making her 17th start for the Grenadiers. Takes that one upstairs for a ball. It's 1-1. For Walters, that was her 36th run batted into the season. As that one pops up high in the air, is there enough room? No, as it winds up actually falling right in front of broadcast position. If we had one of those old Harry Carey nets, we might have been able to come up with a souvenir there, but it gets up and over the chain link and into the seating area. As the count on Stallings, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And if nothing else, Savannah Jones is peppering the zone so far. She's thrown 5 pitches, 4 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. That one lifted high and deep down the left field line. That one will stay fair. That one will go to the wall as well. Rounding second, will it be a second triple for the Grenadiers? Yes, it will be. Now it skips away, but it will carry him towards the catcher. And it's a second triple of the inning for IU Southeast. This one from Stallings, and the Grenadiers keep the pressure on.
Now hitting the center fielder, number 7, Sophia Guy.
As it brings up Sophia Guy. Racy Stallings with her second triple of the season. As that brings up Sophia Guy, looking to add to her 38 RBI. She takes one on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Guy, the best run producer in this lineup. 38 RBIs. She will pop that one up. That's not going to be enough in all likelihood. It's going to go fair, now bounce into foul territory, but she never touched it. It landed in fair territory, but took a fortuitous, if you're Brescia, bounce back into foul ground. So it winds up just being a very dangerous foul ball and a very dangerous strike, as that was almost disastrous for Brescia. Upstairs for a ball, it's 1-2. To go back to Sophia Guy, 21 extra base hits of her 46 hits this season, 9 doubles, 6 triples, and 6 homers. The 1-2, she swings and misses. And a big second out there from Savannah Jones as she gets Sophia Guy swinging. And there's a runner on third, 2 outs for the 5-hole hitter in Stapleton.
Now up, Grace Stapleton.
A .342 hitter, 18 RBIs, making her 37th start this year in an IUS uniform. First pitch from Jones, taken up and away for a ball, 1-0. The winner of this game takes on the number 1 seed, the Mighty Oaks of Oakland City, tomorrow. The loser falls into the loser's bracket. And would need to then run the table to win the conference title. 2 balls, no strikes, your count from Jones to Stapleton. 2-0 pitch, check swing. It was in the zone anyway. I don't think she went around, but it caught the inside corner. And Jones has it 2 balls and a strike to Stapleton as she continues to pound the zone. Nine strikes of her first 13 pitches. 2-1 misses outside, and she's in danger of putting Stapleton aboard. We'll see what the Grenadiers would do here if they got to first and third. Stapleton has shown the ability to run. She's 9 for 9 on the base paths. 3-1 pitch is a fly ball down the right field line. That could be trouble. It is trouble. It bounces in front of the right fielder. Into second base goes Grace Stapleton, and it's 2-0 IU Southeast.
Now batting, number 3, Caitlin Leister.
She just floated that one towards the right fielder, Grant. It is a windy day here in South Charleston. Grant couldn't make it to the softball. It's an RBI double for Stapleton, and it's 2-0 IU Southeast. High pop-up will be up and out of play, and the count on Caitlin Leister starts no balls and a strike. Two fields ongoing here in South Charleston, both of them available here on the Video Productions YouTube as well as the Video Productions app. On the other field, it's IU Columbus, the number 6 seed, taking on Rio Grande, the number 3 seed. And IU Columbus has the early lead in that one, 1-0. The 0-1 pitch, fouled off again, and Jones looking to get out of the inning with just the 2 runs across. With a count on Leister, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch coming from Jones to Leister. Runner on second, 2 gone here in the bottom of the first inning. The 0-2 fouled back, 3 straight fouled off by Leister, and we'll do it again, 0-2. Second 0-2 pitch from Savannah Jones. Went with the rise ball. It will kick back quickly, throw over to third, not in time. It's something to note with this ballpark here in South Charleston is there is not a lot of foul ground either down the baselines or behind home plate. Behind home plate, there is almost none. So those wild pitches are going to come back to the catcher quickly, but able to get to third and fouling off another one is Leister to keep the count 1-2. So you have to be choosy, especially on those rise balls that get away. They're going to come back to the catcher very quickly. So if you don't get the right jump, you might not be able to go over to the next base. Jones's 1-2 pitch. Try to go upstairs again. Can't do it. And the 7th pitch of the at-bat is coming. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Caitlin Leister. 2-0 IU Southeast. Bottom of the first inning as the 2-2 pitch is lined down the left field line. That's a fair ball. 3rd extra base hit of the inning. I should say 4th extra base hit of the inning. 2 triples and now 2 doubles for IU Southeast. An RBI double for Caitlin Leister, and it's 3-0 Grenadiers.
Now batting, number 36, Lillian Mackey.
Brings Lillian Mackey to the plate as IU Southeast is pummeling Savannah Jones early on. 4 hits. They've all gone for extra bases. 2 doubles and 2 triples. And the threat remains for the Grenadiers. First pitch to Lillian Mackey, low and inside. Leister thought about third, but didn't get the right jump, and it starts 1 ball and no strikes on the 7-hole hitter in the IU Southeast order. Again, all weekend, both baseball and softball here on the Video Productions YouTube and Video Productions app, as that one fouled off 1-1. All 3 games currently ongoing, 2 here in South Charleston and 1 up the road in Chillicothe, Ohio, our baseball tournament for our Brescia fans. The Bearcats currently in action against the Mighty Oaks of Oakland City in the baseball tournament, as that one misses 2 balls and a strike. The baseball game currently scoreless in the second inning, as that one is outside, and Mackey trying to get aboard. 3 balls and a strike to bring up the 8-hole hitter. It's the Grenadiers trying to throw an early haymaker on the Bearcats. Fouled back, and we'll have a payoff pitch coming from Jones to Mackey. Can tell Jones now trying to kind of catch less of the zone, as she'd been very much in the zone the first 15 pitches or so, but her misses have been punished. The 3-2 pitch. That one is lifted down the line and left, and it's just over the glove of a leaping left fielder, Durham. Another run will come in to score. A 5th extra base hit of the inning. It's an RBI double for Lillian Mackey, and it is 4-0 IU Southeast here in the first. And time will be called as the Bearcats will have a meeting of the minds in the circle. We mentioned that Jones is one of the 2 main pitchers for this Brescia team. Statistically, the ace has been Emmy Bullington. She threw about 20 more innings, an ERA, about 0.3 of a run less. So she'd be number 2, but at some point this game becomes unsalvageable, where you either just let this pitcher ride it out or go to a 3 or 4 to have Bullington fresh for a potential elimination game tomorrow. I should say Bullington has not pitched in a while.
Stepping up to the plate, the second baseman, number 2, Elena Wensler.
Part of the reason going with Jones is the one time Bullington faced IU Southeast, she was hit very hard, gave up 13 runs in 2 2/3 innings back in March. In a 15-4 loss, she did not pitch the second time around when those 2 teams played. It's the first pitch to Winsler, misses, as does the second, and the count on the 8-hole hitter in Winsler is 2-0. Elena Winsler making her 41st start in this, the 46th IU Southeast game. 2-0 pitch, flown up and out of play, and the count is 2-1. 5 extra base hits here in the first for IU Southeast. They have jumped all over the Brescia Bearcats 4-0. 2-1, up and away for a ball. It is 3-1. Grenadiers looking to bat around as the 9-hole hitter waits in the on-deck circle. 3-1 pitch. Does catch the outside corner, and we'll have another payoff pitch. This one from Jones to Winsler with the count full 3-2. Payoff pitch coming from Savannah Jones, the 3-2. That one is lifted high on the left field line. Trailing over towards the line and making the catch is Aubrey Durham, and the inning is over. But IU Southeast puts up a 4 spot, courtesy of 5 extra base hits. And as we go to the second, it's IU Southeast 4, Brescia nothing, as you're watching the 2026 RSC Softball Tournament. Elrod leads things off in the top of the second inning for the Bearcats against Emma Davis, who goes up and in for ball one. We mentioned she's got 7 home runs, 31 extra base hits of her 68 hits this season. She swings and misses at that one to even the count. A .402 hitter. That is a free swinger, to say the least. Doesn't strike out a lot, but has only drawn 2 walks this season in 169 at-bats, as that one misses the zone for a ball. It's 2-1. A scoreless first by Davis, then a 4 spot by the offense, as that one fouled off to even the count on Elrod at 2-2. Just these 2 games today, then we'll have the RSC awards ceremony tonight, and then a full day of action tomorrow, where we'll whittle this tournament down from 6 teams to 3, and then we'll have championship day on Saturday as the 2-2 misses low for a ball. It fills up on Elrod 3-2, so a hitter that very rarely walks has worked at full 3-2. We'll have the final elimination game Saturday, then we'll head to the championship series, if you will, as the 3-2 is a fly ball down the left field line. Will stay in play for Grace Stapleton. She comes up with it, and that brings up Emmy Bullington.
Stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, number 16, Emmy Bullington.
The championship series on Saturday. You'll have the team that comes through the winner's bracket will have 2 chances to win the title, against the team that comes through the loser's bracket would have to beat said team in back-to-back games. Last year we didn't need the if game. Rio Grande beat Oakland City after coming through the loser's bracket, or after coming through the winner's bracket, I should say, as the first pitch misses the zone for a ball, 1-0. Off speed, outside, 2 balls, no strikes on Bullington. Here on Video Productions, we'll have the baseball championship as well. That will, weather permitting, go through Sunday, as Oakland City looks to repeat, but the IU Southeast Grenadiers, the regular season champs, and the beneficiary of the first of the RSC's automatic bids to the national tournament. Here on the softball side, it's Oakland City that has that distinction. Swing and a miss on the 2-1 pitch, and the count evens up on Bullington at 2-2. You can watch all of the coverage, all up to 22 games this weekend between baseball and softball, here on Video Productions, whether you're joining us on the app or joining us on YouTube, as the count fills up on Bullington 3-2. You can head to riverstatesconference.com tonight or on social media if you're not here with us in South Charleston for the full RSC all-conference teams and awards. The 3-2 is swung on and missed, as 5 up, 5 down for the ace of staff for IUS and Davis, as she'll face her pitching counterpart in Savannah Jones.
Stepping up to the plate, the pitcher, number 3, Savannah Jones.
A beautiful day for softball, a little cooler than the final day of April would suggest, as the first pitch is in there for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Using the trusty Apple Weather app, currently 56 degrees and quite windy, as a swing and a miss moves the count to 0-2. 56 feels like 48. The lows here in South Charleston this weekend are going to get all the way down to 37 degrees, with highs in the upper 50s and into the low 60s, as the 0-2 will be outside for a ball, 1-2. So a much cooler weekend than we had here in South Charleston last year, but no one is complaining. It's a beautiful weekend for softball. Pop-up foul ground is going to bounce off the tent area right next to home plate and keep the count at 1-2. If you were with us last year, you might remember weather always kind of danced around the ballpark, but all 11 games, or 10 as it was, proceeded as scheduled. We're hoping for the same luck this year, as the 1-2 fouled off and keeps the count at 1-2 on Jones. The winner of this tournament will receive the conference's second automatic bid to the NAIA tournament. If the regular season champ Oakland City were to win, as that one fouled off as well, then the tournament runner-up would receive the conference's second automatic bid to the NAIA opening round. So all 6 of these teams, they just got to win another 3 games or so, and they're off to the national tournament. Change up from Davis, dances low and outside, and evens the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, the 2-2. Just tap foul by Jones. As she keeps the at-bat alive, we stay deuces wild with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Still 1-0 on the other field. The underdog Columbus, who made the run to the championship series last year as I believe, the 6th seed, has the early lead on the defending champs from Rio as the count has filled up on Jones. It's 3-2 as the 10th pitch of the at-bat coming between the 2 pitchers, Davis and Jones. Ground ball up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman. She can't get to it in time. It's an infield single by Savannah Jones. A really nice at-bat. Puts her on first. The first base runner for the Bearcats brings up the 7-hole hitter in Farrer.
Next up, the catcher, number 22, Taylor Farr.
The lone international on the Brescia roster, the junior from Bonnyville, Alberta, Canada. Digs in with a runner on first and 2 away as the first pitch will catch the top of the zone for a strike, 0-1. Jones not a major stolen base threat. 2 for 2 on the season. That one right down Broadway for a strike, and the count is quickly 0-2 on Farrer. As Davis looks for her second straight scoreless frame. Outside corner, can't quite catch the black. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes on the 7-hole hitter. High fly ball down the left field side, foul, and we'll do it again, 1-2. If nothing else, the Bearcats are pushing Davis's pitch count up as she's now north of 40 pitches already, despite only allowing the 1 base runner. Check swing, where did it catch her? It caught her on the elbow. IU Southeast is going to plead their case, at least the catcher Lillian Mackey will, as she started to kind of check the swing, but they're going to say that she, A, didn't go around and that it caught her on the elbow. You can tell Davis is confused.
Stepping up to the plate, the third baseman, number 15, Isabella Hayes.
I don't see any movement from the Southeast dugout, so no objections coming. It puts Farrer on first, moves Jones up to second, and gives Brescia a chance to cut into this lead as the first pitch is down Broadway to Isabel Hayes. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, the 0-1 pitch. That one in the zone as well, and Davis 1 strike away from dancing out of trouble. That all reached here in with 2 outs in the second inning on an infield single and a hit by pitch. Way ahead of that one was Hayes, but able to line it off the screen foul to keep the count 0-2. This is the zone, 1 ball and 2 strike on Hayes. Davis steals the 1-2. Change up in there, strike 3. Davis spins it in and gets out number 3. Brescia threatens but cannot score. We head to the bottom of inning number 2 with your score. IU Southeast 4, Brescia nothing, as you're watching the 2026 River States Conference Softball Tournament. Face 9, 1, and 2 in the IU Southeast order, starting with Ava Allen.
Leading off, the shortstop, Ava Allen.
Allen, a .297 hitter, making her 25th start. Takes one in the zone for a strike, 0-1. And this and the simultaneous game between Columbus and Rio are only games in the docket today. Before a busy day tomorrow. 5 total games, on the schedule tomorrow before the final, potentially 3 games of the tournament on Saturday. Upstairs, ball 2 to Ava Allen. Allen, a Coatesville, Indiana native. Takes one outside, 3-1 out of Cascade High School, a freshman. The entirety of this IU Southeast lineup from the state of Indiana, as that one is low, ball 4. And Allen draws the leadoff walk as we're back to the top of the order, and the speedy Josie Lemons.
Stepping up to the plate, the designated player, number 32, Josie Lemons.
Finish the previous thought, just 2 of these Grenadiers not from the state of Indiana. That's Caitlin Chitwood from just over the border in Louisville. And Emily Wolf out of Romeoville, Illinois, is the first pitch to the leadoff hitting Lemons. Missed the zone, upstairs 1 ball and no strikes. And Southeast leading 4-0 here, bottom 2. Lemons lines it into left field, a base hit. Up to second base goes Ava Allen, Lemons is 2 for 2 today. It's first and second, nobody out for Mackenzie Walters.
Now up, the first baseman, Mackenzie Walters.
So that brings up Walters. As IU Southeast threatening yet again. With first and second, nobody out. Walters hit the RBI ground out that got the Grenadiers on the boards. The first pitch misses, low and outside for a ball, 1-0. IU Southeast dominant so far, leading 4-0. That one crushed into center field. It's going to be over the head of the center fielder, and we'll take 1 hop over the H in the Rock lettering on our fence. It is a ground rule double that will score Allen, move Lemons to third, and it's 5-0 IU Southeast.
Now batting, the right fielder, Racy Stallings.
So the RBI double, and we will have time as it is going to be a pitching change for the Bearcats. As Brescia will make the move to the pen, they will turn it over to the first out of the pen. That is Katie Fisher. As she warms up, we'll take a quick break as you're watching the 2026 RC Softball Tournament Katie Fisher will take over in the circle. Runners on second and third, still nobody out, as this game really following the script of both times these two teams met in game one of both of the doubleheaders that these teams faced. IU Southeast was dominant. A 15-4 win in New Albany on March 13th and a 15-3 win in Owensboro just about 3 weeks ago. So it's been all IU Southeast. A slow roller down the line goes foul, and the count is 0-2. Katie Fisher, at least by innings pitched, you'd call her the number 4 for the Brescia Bearcats. 39 2/3 innings with a 3.53 ERA. Almost everything she's done has come out of the bullpen. 17 appearances, this being number 18 with just 1 start. Ground ball, high chopper up the middle. That's going to be a base hit off the glove of the diving second baseman. 2 runs come in to score. It's a 2-run single for Racy Stallings, and IU Southeast is cruising. It's 7-0.
Now up, the center fielder, Sophia Guy.
Brings up Sophia Guy as IU Southeast looks to be cruising into tomorrow's winners bracket semis. Winning this game puts you 2 wins away from the championship series as Guy takes a strike 0-1. So the matchup tomorrow, a difficult one if IU Southeast were to hang on, is that one back to the pitcher. She'll turn, go to second, get that one in time. No play to be made at first, but a nice heady play by Katie Fisher to retire Racy Stallings on the fielder's choice. Runner stays at first, but now it's Guy for Grace Stapleton.
Now up, Grace Stapleton.
If IU Southeast were to advance, they'd have to do something they were not able to do in 4 tries this year. That's beat Oakland City. Oakland City swept them in the regular season as the count on Stapleton starts no balls and a strike with Sophia Guy standing over at first. Katie Fisher, the 0-1. Swing and a miss as she put that one under the swing of Stapleton, and the count moves to 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's a good job here by Fisher. He's gotten 2 outs in the last 3 hitters and back-to-back outs, and nothing has been hit particularly hard as Stapleton retired to bring up Caitlin Leister. Again, IU Southeast would be right back on this very field tomorrow at noon with a win. If the score holds, the Bearcats would, if absolutely nothing else, get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow. They would not play until 2 o'clock tomorrow over on Field B, as they would take on the loser of the other winners bracket semi. So whoever loses the game tomorrow between Shawnee State and the Rio Columbus winner would play Brescia in an elimination game. 0-2 pitch. Going outside for a ball. It's 1-2. That was the first pitch out of the zone delivered by Katie Fisher. The first 10 had all been either strikes or put in play. That one put in play just off the glove of the third baseman. Spin, throw, in time. Nice play by Isabel Hayes to stay with it. Retire Caitlin Leister and end the inning. But 3 more cross the plate for IU Southeast. We head to the third. It's IU Southeast 7, Brescia nothing, as you're watching the 2026 RSC Softball Tournament. 9, 1, and 2 in the Brescia order. It'll be Gepner, Grant, McDaniel, as they'll try to get something going offensively against Emma Davis.
Leading off for the Bearcats, the shortstop, Micah Gepner.
They got something going in the second inning, got a couple on via an infield single and a hit by pitch, but weren't able to cash it in. As one of the conference's best in Davis comes high and inside for a ball, 1-0 on the 9-hole hitting Micah Gepner. Gepner, the senior out of Huntingburg, Indiana. This is outside for a ball, 2-0. Taking on Emma Davis, the redshirt sophomore from, and I apologize profusely if I butcher this town name, Lugati, Indiana. I unfortunately did not get my degree in Indiana geography, so if I butchered that, I apologize. As the 2-0 pitch comes in the zone, it's 2-1. Davis deals the 2-1 pitch, fouled off, and it evens the count on Gepner, 2-2. Two-two pitch, fouled off, and we'll do it again. IU Southeast was one of the biggest and one of the best increases in the tournament this year. Is a swing and a miss there, retires the 9-hole hitting Gepner.
Back to the top of the lineup, number 23, Lily Grant.
Brings Lily Grant to the plate. IU Southeast, which was the 2 seed last year in this tournament, went 1-2. As that one fouled off by Grant. They got the Thursday bye, then lost to Oakland City in the opener Friday, stayed alive by beating St. Mary of the Woods, and then dropped to IU Columbus in an 8-6 game to end Friday and see their season come to an end. Good bunt down the first base line. Is there a play to be made? Yes, there is. That was well played by the Grenadiers. As quickly charging down the line there to make the play was the first baseman, Mackenzie Walters. And just like that, there's 2 gone.
Now batting number 14, Madison McDaniel.
Elena Winsler was the one that was able to cover the bag, and there's 2 gone for Madison McDaniel. Mentioned Southeast 1-2 here last year for Brescia. Their first time here in nearly a decade. 2017, the Bearcats last time in the RSC softball tournament. They are the 1. Is that one changed from last year is the point I was about to make. But we'll make new points after the inning comes to an end as Stapleton pulls it in. Inning over. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning as IU Southeast looks to keep rolling. It's the Grenadiers 7 and Brescia nothing as you're watching the 2026 RSC softball tournament. Nine in the IU Southeast order in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lillian Mackey will lead things off as quick it's like equipment changeover for the Bearcats. But Mackey will lead things off 7-8-9 in the IUS order as the Grenadiers looking for a very important run. With that run rule in play of 8 after 5. Hard hit ground ball towards short. It's collected on. The throw to first is high but manageable. Gepner to Bullington. 1 pitch, 1 out, retires Mackey and brings up the 8-hole hitting second baseman in Elena Winsler.
Stepping up to the plate, number 2, Elena Winsler.
So Katie Fisher has come in and pitched very well out of the pen. If nothing else, then to stop the bleeding and potentially eat some innings. And if nothing else, give Brescia, as we said, a chance to eat innings, but keep this at 7 and see if Brescia can't chip their way back into the game as Winsler takes one low, 1-0. That's just the second pitch out of the zone delivered by Fisher. She's thrown 14 pitches, 12 of them have been strikes. She's pounding the zone, and her defense has backed her up so far as the 1-0 pitch misses again low. As over on the other field, Rio Grande looking to tie it up against Columbus in the 3-6 game. 2 balls, no strikes your count against Winsler. The 2-0 pitch catches the zone on the outside corner and at the top of the zone to move the count to 2-1. Never did it off the top, so we'll do it right now. Setting the defense for Brescia, it's Durham, Elrod, Grant in the outfield, Hayes, Gepner, McDaniel, Bullington in the infield with Taylor Farr catching now Katie Fisher. With the count on Elena Winsler, 3 balls and a strike. We'll be with you all weekend long here in South Charleston as we crown an RSC softball champion. Hard hit ground ball up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher, onto the shortstop, and it's your old-fashioned 1-6-3 ground out. Really nice play by Micah Gepner to stay with that one off the glove of Katie Fisher, and there's 2 gone.
Now hitting number 1, Ava Allen.
That's probably a base hit if Fisher isn't able to get the glove on it to at least slow it down a little bit, give Gepner a chance to come up the middle and collect it and make a nice throw. And that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning. Katie Fisher has done excellent in the circle, works efficiently there in the third for a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 4th as Brescia looking to chip their way back into this one. They trail 7-0 as you're watching the 2026 RSC Softball Tournament. We'll see if Katie Fisher can help herself. It's 3-4-5 in the Brescia order. Fisher, Elrod, Bullington will look to get something going off of Emma Davis. Top of the 4th inning from South Charleston. It's 7-0 in favor of the IU Southeast Grenadiers. Ground ball to short, out of the glove. A unconventional way to get it over to first, but it does the job. Leister well under through that, but on this turf that has some give to it, bounces right up into the glove of Walters, and there's one away.
Stepping up to the plate, number 18, Emma Kate Elrod.
Brings up the powerful E.K. Elrod. North of 20 extra base hits on the season. We'll see if she can get something going here. Another first pitch swing. Is there room? I don't think there was. I believe that ball caught the top of the chain link before the catcher Mackey could do anything with it. to start the count. No balls and a strike on the powerful E.K. Elrod. Southeast will look to get something in the bottom of the fourth to give them a chance to put this one away early as that one misses the zone. And it's aces wild on Elrod. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. From the other field, Rio Grande has taken the lead in the bottom of the third inning. The Red Storm on top, 2-1. Elrod cranks one deep into left field. Chasing it back, we've got our first home run of the weekend. E.K. Elrod. See you later ball. A solo shot for the Bearcat slugger. E.K. Elrod unleashes one over the left field wall. Home run number 8, and Brescia is on the board.
Now batting the first baseman, Emmy Bullington.
We talked in each of her plate appearances about the pop of E.K. Elrod, and she ran into one right there that pushed Grace Stapleton all the way back to the fence and over the wall. And the Brescia Bearcats are on the board in loud fashion as the first pitch to Emmy Bullington misses the zone, 1-0. So it adds to what IU Southeast would need to put the short game in play. So now they'd need 2. That one lined into center field, a base hit, and Brescia's offense starting to cook here as a second straight well-hit ball as Bullington singles into center.
Stepping up to the plate, the pitcher, Savannah Jones.
It brings Savannah Jones to the dish. And it's going to bring a coach from the dugout for Southeast is back-to-back. Even in the second inning when IU Southeast had 2 on, it was an infield single followed by a hit-by pitch. It wasn't this where it was back-to-back balls that were hit on the screws. The bomb from Elrod and then a missile to center field by Bullington. So Brescia, they're 4 in their 5 hitters have gotten something going. Let's see if they can string it together, and all of a sudden you're the proverbial bloop and a blast from this very much being a game again. You get something off the end of the bat and then a home run, and all of a sudden this is a 7-4 ball game. See if Davis can slide her way out of this one with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Brescia on the board, looking for more. A lot of early swings by both teams in this game as that one fouled off by Jones, 0-1. Remember correctly, Jones had that 10-pitch at-bat that she wound up getting aboard on back in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch. Jones will hit a one-hopper to the shortstop. On to second in time, but no turn. One hop to the shortstop, Allen. She got it on to Winsler, but that's all she could do with it. Bullington retired. Jones at first for Taylor Farrer.
Now up, number 22, Taylor Farrer.
Exactly what you wanted if you're Southeast. You pick up the second out. Now see if you can get out of the inning with just the one. That ball lifted high and deep in the left. Well tracked, and a little leaping catch made by Grace Stapleton. The winds are swirling today. Nothing in the outfield is easy, but Stapleton made it look easy. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning as Brescia on the board, but it's still IU Southeast 7, Brescia 1 as you're watching the 2026 RSC Softball Tournament. Top of the order, bottom of the fourth. For the Grenadiers of IU Southeast, it's Lemons, Walters, and Stallings to hit against Katie Fisher, who has been outstanding since coming out of the pen. 2 innings, just 1 hit allowed with 1 strikeout to keep this at 7 for the Grenadiers. Fisher's first pitch to the speedster Lemons misses low and outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Another field 2-1 Rio in the top of the 4th inning over IU Columbus, with the winner of that game taking on the Bears of Shawnee State. Fouled off to run the count to 1-1. The loser of that game would take on either Oakland City or whoever wins this game, whoever loses that game tomorrow, play the loser of the game currently on field number 2 between Rio and Columbus. Hard ground ball, gloved by the third baseman, throw across the diamond in time. Good reaction play by Isabel Hayes to come up with it. And there's one away here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Now batting number 35, Mackenzie Walters.
Brings up Mackenzie Walters as they get Lemons for the first time. And doesn't matter what Lemons does, you got to be quick with the ball in the infield with her speed. Another ground ball, this one in the hole to short. Throw across the diamond, in time again. The infield for Brescia playing very well today as Micah Gepner makes the play. Just like that, there's 2 gone in the 4th.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, Racy Stallings.
2 2/3 innings in the circle by Katie Fisher with just the 1 hit allowed, as she has stopped the bleeding in a major way for the Bearcats. Check swing. They're going to call it a strike anyway on Racy Stallings. No balls and a strike. Glad you could join us on a Thursday afternoon. Whether you're joining us on YouTube or you've downloaded the new Video Productions app and are watching the game there, we're glad you could spend part of your Thursday afternoon with us, and hope we'll see you all weekend long here from South Charleston. No balls, 2 strikes on Stallings, as Fisher looks to make it 3 scoreless. Little tapper back to the circle. Flip to first in time, and Katie Fisher has been brilliant for the Bearcats of Brescia. Make it 3 scoreless as we head to the 5th. Brescia trying to rally as they trail 7-1. You're watching the 2026 RSC Softball Tournament.
Leading off, the pinch hitter, number 9, Zoe Smithson.
Our first true substitute of the afternoon is by the Brescia Bearcats, as Zoe Smithson will come off the bench and get an opportunity at plate. Smithson is very much a rotational player for the Bearcats. He's played in 34 of the team's games this year, and this will be her, if it is an official at-bat, her 97th at-bat of the season, as she fouls off the first pitch she sees from Emma Davis to start the count. No balls and a strike. I really like that changeup from Emma Davis. She has commanded it very well. When she spins that in, it has gotten a lot of either swing and miss or frozen hitters, as the count is 0-2. Clubbed into left field, down for a base hit. Zoe Smithson comes off the bench and gets herself a base knock into left field, and she's aboard for Micah Gepner.
Back on the bases, number 15, Isabella Hayes. Stepping up to the plate, number 24, Micah Gepner.
As you probably just heard from our PA announcer, Becky Browse, they re-enter Isabella Hayes at first, so the day will end for Zoe Smithson, but not a bad day's work. Come off the bench, hit a ball right on the screws for a single, and go right back to the bench. Clubbed high and deep down the left field line. That one might be trouble because it looked like it was heading towards the other field right as the right fielder on the other field was trying to make a play, but no harm done as the count on Micah Gepner will start at no balls and a strike. As always, we thank our partners from Video Productions, handling excellent live streams both here in South Charleston as well as up the road in our baseball championships in Chillicothe. They have been an excellent partner for the River States Conference for a number of years. Speaking of baseball, Brescia playing on this field and their baseball team playing up in Chillicothe. They trail the Mighty Oaks of Oakland City 2-1. Upstairs for a ball on Gepner, 1 ball, 1 strike. They play 3 games a day up in Chillicothe, games at 11, 3, and 7. Tonight's 7 o'clock game, the Midway Eagles take on the Bears of Shawnee State. 2-0 pitch is below the knees of Gepner. The count to 2 balls and a strike. Baseball played at the VA Memorial Stadium in Chillicothe, home of the Summer Collegiate Chillicothe Paints, as that one fouled off 2 balls and 2 strike. Another place that has been a great partner of the River States Conference for a number of years. As have the great people here in South Charleston and the Rock Sports Complex. Misses low, and the count fills up on Gepner, 3-2. 2 places in South Charleston and Chillicothe that have become these spots for their respective sports and been great partners for the conference. The 3-2 fouled off. And we look forward to being here for many years in the future. We heard as we got here today that the turf here in South Charleston is getting a makeover come the fall. So we'll have a brand new playing surface when we get back here in 2027. Just as we did in Chillicothe last year, as that place was undergoing a makeover. There's that change up again from Emma Davis. Gets a swing and a miss from Gepner to bring up Lily Grant.
Stepping up to the plate, number 23, Lily Grant.
First pitch to Grant, swing and a miss as she went with the fastball that time and got a whiff. No balls and a strike. That one catches the zone as well. It's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Davis gets another punch out as she gets Grant swinging, and quickly 2 gone.
Now up the second baseman, Madison McDaniel.
First pitch to McDaniel, up and away for a ball, 1-0. If this holds, Southeast would need 2 to walk it off in the bottom of the 5th inning as the count 2-0 on McDaniel. They have traded runs on the other field. It's 3-2 in favor of Rio Grande. Up and in, it's ball 3 as McDaniel looks to reach. Ball 4. Haven't seen a lot of free bases today, but McDaniel moves to first. Isabel Hayes up to second. And here it's pitcher versus pitcher for Katie Fisher.
Now up, Katie Fisher.
About a month from now, this same facility is that one in the zone for a strike 0-1. The same facility will play host to the West Virginia SSAC Softball Championships here at the end of May and into the beginning of June. All 4 classes from Class A up to Class 4A will all be played here in South Charleston at the Rock Sports Complex. Deep into left center field. That's down, and that's going to bounce over the wall. It's a ground rule double. Good hustle there by the trail runner. But she'll get sent back to third, and the Bearcats have added a second run as Katie Fisher, got to call her the player of the game on the Brescia side, has pitched her heart out and then adds an RBI double. It's 7-2.
Stepping up to the plate, Emma Kate Elrod.
And just like that, here comes Emma Kate Elrod. First pitch to Elrod in the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. All of a sudden, Brescia's best power hitter is at the plate. And if she can put a second one over the fence, all of a sudden, this is a 2-run ball game. Count on Elrod, 1 ball and 1 strike. Brescia with an opportunity to very much get back into this game. Up and away for a ball, 2-1. They back pick, and now it's going to get away. Into score comes run number 3 as an error. Brings in Madison McDaniel. Fisher stays at second. We'll call that an E2. That scores Madison McDaniel, and it's a 7-3 ball game. The 2-1 fouled off. It's 2-2. Lillian Mackey got a little bit greedy. Tried to backpick Fisher. It skipped away from the covering Grenadier and allowed the run to score. That's a chance you take up 5 runs as not the hardest swing in the world. It's not going to set any records for exit velo, but it's an RBI single. The run does count. Elrod is thrown out at second base, but it's an RBI single for Elrod, and the Brescia Bearcats are back in this game. It is 7-4. Elrod just basically golfed that one out. It was a 22 hopper up the middle to score Fisher. Elrod caught trying to go to second to bring the inning to a conclusion, but Brescia has made this a game. We go to the bottom of the 5th with your score. IU Southeast 7, Brescia 4 as you're watching the 2026 River States Conference Softball Championship. Brescia has made this a game. It is 7-4. As the Grenadiers looking to push this one back out. First pitch in the zone for a strike. Isabel Hayes returns to third base. As Sophia Guy down, no balls and a strike to Katie Fisher. Hard hit ground ball off the glove of the third baseman. Throw across the diamond, not in time. Call it a reflex play, call it an infield single by Sophia Guy, and she's aboard for Grace Stapleton.
Now up, the left fielder, Grace Stapleton.
Stapleton to the plate, the 5-hole hitter in the IU Southeast order, as Brescia has gotten back into this game. A 7-0 game, now 7-4. Bunt shown, pulled back. It will miss the zone, 1-0. Rio Grande has opened up a 5-2 lead on the other field. So 3-run leads by the home team in both of our two winners bracket quarterfinals currently ongoing. Bunt shown, this one fouled off by Stapleton, evens the count at a ball and a strike. Both of those runs last inning wind up as earned after the air because they would have scored anyway on that RBI single by Elrod. As Brescia with 4 unanswered. Problem is for the Bearcats, they're down to their final 6 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning, 7-4, IU Southeast. In the zone for a strike, it runs to 1-2 on Stapleton. Again, we'll have the awards ceremony following this contest. Check riverstatesconference.com or our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for the full list of those awards. 3 teams of all conference, as well as champions of character and our award winners. 4 of those to be given out. Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, Pitcher of the Year, and Newcomer of the Year. The 2-2 pitch. Hard ground ball, gloved by the third baseman. On to second in time. Turn to first will not be. It's a fielder's choice that retires Sophia Guy over at second. Stapleton safe at first, and it brings up Caitlin Leister.
Now up the third baseman, number 3, Caitlin Leister.
Big thing if you're Brescia is if you can get a couple people aboard here, it at very least could try to get the big bat of Elrod back to the plate in the 7th. Lifted high and deep into center field. That's going to clear the center fielder's head. It will bounce crucially over the fence for a ground rule double. Stapleton very likely would have scored there if it stays in the yard, but it's a ground rule double by Leister, and it puts runners on second and third here with 1 out.
Now up the catcher, number 36, Lillian Mackey.
And it's going to bring Lillian Mackey to the plate. The run rule has become less of a factor, but if IU Southeast can get 5, it would be enacted. You've got 2 aboard with just the 1 out for Lillian Mackey. Mackey into left field. That one is going to be caught. Tagging up and scoring will be Grace Stapleton. Aubrey Durham almost misjudged that one in left, but was able to make the jumping catch. It's a sac fly. They will appeal. The appeal is denied, and IU Southeast lead back to 4 at 8-4.
Now batting, number 2, Elena Winsler.
Brings up Elena Winsler with 2 outs and a runner on second as the Grenadiers love to get this one back to 5 as they lead 8-4. First pitch, up and away for a ball, 1-0. We'll be back tomorrow starting at noon. 2 games at 12, 2 games at 4, or 2 games at 12, 2 games at 2. Then solo games at 4 and 6. Runner takes off for third. She's in there. A wild pitch moves Caitlin Leister up to third. Again, you don't see a lot of wild pitches and pass balls in this park just because of the dimensions. And you're going to see them a lot more on things in the dirt like that one than those high pitches. As we mentioned earlier in the game, they come back to the catcher so quickly that if you don't get the right jump, you might be caught. Katie Fisher, who has been admirable out of the pen, misses up and away. It's 3-0. Both of the two teams that got the byes today are in the building, that being the Mighty Oaks of Oakland City and the Bears of Shawnee State. Miss just caught the zone there from Fisher to Winsler. It's 3-1. Winsler looking to get aboard, the 3-1. Hard hit ball towards second is on the glove side, but then bobbled. The throw to first base in time. McDaniel does a good job staying with it, and the inning is over. We head to the sixth inning. Southeast adds one as the Grenadiers lead 8-4. You're watching the 2026 RSC Softball Tournament. IU Southeast 6 outs away from advancing, but the Brescia Bearcats have made it interesting. 8-4, top of the sixth inning, as Brescia will send 5, 6, 7 to the plate, starting with Emmy Bullington.
Leading off for the Bearcats, the first baseman, number 16, Emmy Bullington.
We did mention before we went to break, both the two teams with the byes are in the building, the Mighty Oaks of Oakland City and the Bears of Shawnee State. Both of them scouting the teams that will be their opponents tomorrow, which is Oakland City scouting this game and Shawnee State scouting the Rio Columbus game. Both teams here as well for the awards ceremony that will follow this contest as we honor the very best of the River States Conference as a swing and a miss puts Bullington quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 upstairs, tried to get her to chase the rise ball. And the count is 1-2. And wouldn't be surprised at all to see that changeup flicked in here by Davis. Tried the inside corner, couldn't quite find it. And the count from Davis to Bullington is even 2-2. 2-2 fouled off, and we'll do it again as the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count from Emma Davis. She went with the rise again upstairs as Bullington has worked the count full. As Davis nearing the 100-pitch mark, this will be number 95 on the game for the right-hander. Davis deals. Got her, strike 3. Davis caught the top of the zone on Emmy Bullington and picks up strikeout number 6. Number 8.
Now up number 3, Savannah Jones.
8 strikeouts in 5 1/3 for Emma Davis. Gives her 98 on the season. Check swing, did she go? No, she didn't. They will appeal. The answer is no. 1 ball, no strikes on Savannah Jones. Another changeup. That is a lethal pitch. They'll ask again. This time the answer is still no. And it's 2 balls, no strikes as those 2 changeups fooled Jones, but she was able to hold the barrel of the bat back. This time she fires, but fouls it off, 2-1. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning over on the other field, 5-2 Rio, as they look to punch their ticket to a winner's bracket semi against Shawnee State tomorrow afternoon. Bounces in for a ball. It's 3 balls and a strike against the DP Savannah Jones. Three-one. Swing and a miss, evens, or fills the count, I should say, at 3-2. That was pitch number 100 on the day for Davis. 62 in the zone, 38 out of it. Payoff pitch is lined down the line and right. That'll bounce in for a base hit. Takes 1 hop in front of Racy Stallings. Base hit number 7 on the game for the Brescia Bearcats, and they've got a runner at first with 1 out for the 9-hole hitter and Taylor, for the 7-hole hitter, I should say, and Taylor Farrer.
Stepping up to the plate, number 22, Taylor Farrer.
And we're going to have a change of some kind here for IU Southeast. The way Emma Davis is getting her daps, she's going to exit. 101 pitches is it for Emma Davis. IU Southeast will make a call to the bullpen, as IU Southeast will turn it over to Liv Moore. The opponent's batting average of .259 is better. Makes her 25th appearance this season. She's 3-2. Is very much pitch to contact. Just 23 strikeouts in her 69 innings as she misses that one low and outside to Farrer. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So IU Southeast cognizant that, especially with a pitcher as good as Emma Davis, you want to keep as many bullets in that gun as possible. Fly ball, shallow center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Right into the triangle between second, short, and center into no man's land. And all of a sudden, the tying run is in the on-deck circle for Brescia as they bring the 8-hole hitter to the dish.
Stepping up to the plate, number 15, Isabella Hayes.
All of a sudden, here's Isabel Hayes. We have time, as the tying run now stands in the on-deck circle in the person of the 9-hole hitter, Micah Gepner. And the umpires are going to talk something over here. Farrer will be lifted for a pinch runner. That is Caitlin Bradbury.
Pinch running at first, number 12, Caitlin Bradbury.
Coach Tracy Smith came out and made that move as Coach Smith in her 20th year at Brescia. First pitch from Morris, misses low for a ball, 1-0. As this game all of a sudden has gotten very interesting. Caught the outside corner. It evens on Hayes, 1-1. The more base runners Brescia gets, it also gives them the chance to get that powerful bat of Elrod back to the plate. As Hayes is up, 2 balls and a strike. Morris is 2-1. Hard hit foul. And the count has evened up on Hayes. It's 2-2. Top of the 6th inning. This game looked dead to rights after 2. IU Southeast led 7-0. Brescia has clawed back in it. And that one into left field, that's down for a base hit. They will hold the runner at third. I agree with that from Coach Tracy Smith. You're going to need to string the hits together to win, so don't get anyone thrown out at the plate, because all of a sudden the tying run is at the plate in the person of the 9-hole hitting Micah Gepner.
Stepping up to the plate, number 24, Micah Gepner.
Jones at third, Bradbury at second, Hayes at first. Ball one to Micah Gepner. The tying run after being down 7-0. The tying run is at the dish. The 1-0 finds the outer half for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. Brescia looking to put together an improbable comeback. The 1-1 fouled off, it's 1-2. After Gepner, it's to the top of the order for Brescia and Lily Grant. The 1-2 is popped up. It will bounce in between catcher and home. She is safe into no man's land, right between Morris and Mackey. Nobody could get there. It's about a 30-foot infield single, and it's 8-5. The tying run is at first, and the go-ahead run is now at the plate.
Now batting number 23, Lily Grant.
Lily Grant will step to the plate, representing the go-ahead run for Brescia. Outside, low as well, it's 1-0. The 1-0. High pop-up. Will it be playable? No. Will bounce off the dugout of Columbus and Rio. One ball, one strike, one out on Lily Grant. The 1-1. Fouled off again. It's 1-2. IU Southeast leading 8-5, but Brescia now a ball in the gap away from tying this game improbably. As Liv Morris trying to get out of it. She'd love a hard comeback or something that a double play would be possible. That one down the left field line. That is a fair ball. One run will score. The second run comes around third. It will score. It's a one-run game in South Charleston. A two-run single by Lily Grant. And Brescia has cut 7-0 down to 8-7 here in the sixth. A two-run single by Lily Grant. The tying run is at second. The go-ahead run is at first.
Now up for Brescia, number 14, Madison McDaniel.
Madison McDaniel with a chance to tie the game with a base hit. IU Southeast led 7-0 as we'll have another switch. This will be a runner.
Pinch runner number 2, Avery Garrett.
It's Avery Garrett to run at second base. As it's McDaniel followed by Katie Fisher, then Emma Kate Elrod should the inning get there. An improbable comeback for Brescia as they've cut it to 1. High, but a strike on the outside corner. No balls, one strike on Madison McDaniel. That one bounces in, and a big play by Mackey. That could have gone back to the screen, and it could have put the runners on second and third, taking double plays out of commission, but a nice pick by Mackey. Misses low and outside. It's 2-1 on McDaniel. 8-7 IU Southeast here in the top of the 6th. Change up is upstairs, but catches the zone. It's 2-2. One gone, the 2-2. Low and outside, fill it up. 3 balls and 2 strikes on McDaniel. We'll see on a 3-2 if Brescia tries to get creative. The 3-2. Fouled off. Nobody was moving. And it'll stay 3-2. Sometimes that 3-2, you try to get something moving, see if you can execute some kind of hit and run. Fouled down the line. It's going to be fouled. And are they going to call her out? They are. They will say that that ball hit Madison McDaniel coming down the line. Everyone will have to return to their base. McDaniel is retired, and there's 2 gone.
Stepping up to the plate, number 5, Katie Fisher.
And now, the young lady that has kept Brescia in this game puts one in the hole. Flip in time. IU Southeast hangs on to the lead. They get out of trouble as the shortstop Ava Allen makes a very nice play to get it on to Caitlin Leister and end the inning. But 3 come across. It's a 1-run game to the bottom of the 6th. Your score, IU Southeast 8, Brescia 7, as you're watching the 2026 RSC Softball Tournament. Couple of re-entries. Gepner back to shortstop, far back behind the dish. And a pinch hitter for IU Southeast in Chloe Shoemaker. As Brescia has taken all the momentum in this game. They've scored 7 of the last 8 to cut this to a 1-run ball game. And that did not look pretty from Katie Fisher as she slipped delivering the first pitch. And she gave the little wave of the hand to her catcher, and you could hear up in the press box, it was like, I'm great, I'm fine. As the first pitch to Shoemaker missed the zone, again, as Fisher just slipped, and that'll happen on turf every now and then. Every now and then, that turf will kind of give way, and you'll slip. But no harm done to what has been a phenomenal outing from Katie Fisher that has made this comeback possible. As that ball, though, crushed into right. Back and making the catch in right is Lily Grant. And there's one away for the dangerous leadoff hitter, Josie Lemons.
Now batting, number 32, Josie Lemons.
This is the kind of field that benefits Lemons. If you can pound it into the turf, it might take a high hop, and high hops likely lead the leadoff hitter aboard. Runner at first, or should say nobody out, 1 out, nobody on base. Lemons down the line, that's going to be a base hit. Lemons with a hard turnaround first, she'll stay there as Josie Lemons has her 3rd hit of the afternoon, a single into left, and now you have to be cognizant of her speed. She's on first with 1 out for Mackenzie Walters.
Stepping up to the plate, number 35, Mackenzie Walters.
Lemons liable to take off at any moment. Will she do it first pitch? No. But that one into left field, it was almost a hit and run without needing to be a hit and run. As Lemons' speed is so much a factor that the shortstop Gepner had already started trending towards second, expecting the hit and run. And it took any chance of her getting that ball out of play. It's a single for Walters. It's first and second with one out. And we're going to have a runner.
Pinch running number 14, Haley Furr. And stepping up to the plate, number 6, Gracie Stallings.
Haley Furr, the runner. Racy Stallings, the hitter. First and second, one out. As IU Southeast looks to give themselves a little bit of a cushion going to the 7th. Fisher's first pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. 45 pitches, 33 strikes for Katie Fisher. Here's her 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the third base line. That one took a screwy hop right as it went foul and went away from the third baseman, but no harm done. And it's aces wild on Stallings, a ball, a strike, and an out. Updates elsewhere. Rio closing in on a win on the other field here in South Charleston. They lead 7-2. That one misses upstairs, 2-1. And up the road in Chillicothe, Oakland City, a 3-1 leader over Brescia. What has been a very quick game up there in the top of the 8th inning. Golfed out. That is going to be down into center field, a base hit. The throw comes in. A late jump by Lemons. She froze to make sure she wasn't going to get doubled off. She goes to third, and it's bases loaded, one out.
Stepping up to the plate, number 7, Sophia Guy.
Brescia had all the momentum, but now IU Southeast with a chance to take it back. Bases loaded, one out for the cleanup hitter, Sophia Guy. 38 RBIs this year, 6 home runs to her name. And if she gets number 7 here, it might be the knockout. High and deep into center. Back and over the head of the center fielder and off the wall. This one stays in the ballpark. 2 runs will score. A third run hesitates. Play at the plate. She is safe. A bases clearing double for Sophia Guy. And IU Southeast has opened it back up. It's 11-7. We talked a little bit earlier in the game that those hops over the fence had played in the favor of the defense sometimes, that runners that probably would have scored didn't. That's a case where the ball stayed in the yard and 3 runs come across. It's 11-7 IU Southeast, and a new pitcher will enter the game for the Brescia Bearcats. We'll tell you more about her in a moment. As you're watching the RSC softball tournament, Felicity Cunningham will try to keep this game to within striking distance for the Brescia Bearcats. Cunningham, 58 innings on the year, a 4.47 ERA, a 1.78 whip. She's 5-4, makes her 14th appearance and gets off to what could be a good start as it goes right onto that SC in center field. It's the second baseman back to make the play in Madison McDaniel. And there's 2 gone.
Now batting, number 3, Caitlin Leister.
Brings up the 6-hole hitter, Caitlin Leister. What has been a wild one here in South Charleston with an 11-7 Southeast lead. Fouled off and right off the mask of Taylor Farr. Farr will shake off the cobwebs a little bit. And it's always one of my favorite little nods of respect that you see between catchers and umpires. When something like that happens and a ball comes in and nicks the catcher, you'll always or normally see the umpire come out, whether it's baseball or softball, and kind of walk the ball back to the pitcher. Maybe have a word with the pitcher because it gives the catcher time to collect themselves after taking one off the mask. And you'll see catchers do the same thing for umpires. If the umpire takes one, the catcher will walk out. Let the umpire have a second. Get back to softball or baseball as the 1-1 misses the zone from Cunningham to Leister. It's 2-1. We saw that respect there as Farr took one. Our home plate umpire was able to walk out and give Farr time to collect herself. The 2-1 pitch will bounce off of the lip of the plate. That's a bad break there by Farr, as she never had a chance to scoop that one. So there's that little lip at the very front of the plate. It caught that lip, went straight up into the air. And the wild pitch put Sophia Guy at third. Cunningham's 3-1 is popped up. Will it be playable? The answer is no, as that one actually flies on to field B and fills the count from Cunningham to Leister at 3-2. Count 3-2. Cunningham's 3-2 pitch is lined into left center field. That's down for a base hit. It will be extra bases. One run trots in easily into second base is Caitlin Leister. It's an RBI double, and IU Southeast lead is back to 5. It's 12-7.
Now up, number 36, Lillian Mackey.
And it brings Lillian Mackey to the plate, and all of a sudden, a game that was a one-run game, all of a sudden the potential game ender is in the on-deck circle. Crushed down the left field side, and a couple of our fans had to avoid that one as the count on Mackey starts 0-1. No balls, one strike on Mackey. The 0-1 pitch. Nice off-speed pitch. Gets a swing and a miss, and the count on Mackey is 0-2. We have time right as that pitch was coming. A foul ball from the other game came flying in as Columbus has gotten one back in the 7th. They still trail, though, 7-3. The 0-2 is a high fly ball deep into left field. Left fielder back. That one is off the base of the wall. Easily into score comes one. It's a stand-up double by Lillian Mackey. That needed one extra gust of wind to get out of here, but it's 13-7 IU Southeast. Brings up Elena Winsler, and we're going to have a change of some kind. It looks to be a runner. Looks like that's 22 in Lizzie Legable.
Pinch running, number 22, Lizzie Legable.
So Lizzie goes over to second base, and Elena Winsler represents the potential game-ending run for IU Southeast.
Elena Winsler.
Winsler would be the run that if she scores, this game would end early. She fouls it off. No balls and a strike. If she doesn't, and we would play the 7th inning out. But IU Southeast, after having all the momentum turn against them, down their lead down from 7 runs to 1, have opened it back up to 6. Winsler fouls it off. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes is your count. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and we'll play the 7th. Felicity Cunningham strikes out Elena Winsler, but IU Southeast may have thrown the knockout. We go to the 7th. It's IU Southeast 13, Brescia 7, as you're watching the 2026 River States Conference Softball Tournament. Last chance to dance for Brescia as they trail now 13-7. Something that sounds more like the first quarter of a football game than a softball game. 27 combined hits. Give the defense's credit, though, only the 1 error, and that wasn't a batted ball error. That was that attempted back pick at second that let a run come in to score. But Morris will try to finish it up for IU Southeast. She did not come into the game in a save situation, as a slow roller over to third by Elrod. Throw across the diamond by Leister is in time, and there's quickly 1 away here in the top of the 7th for Emmy Bullington.
Stepping up to the plate, number 16, Emmy Bullington.
Brescia down to their final 2 outs. First pitch in the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. For IU Southeast, 13 runs on 16 hits. They've committed the game's only error. For Brescia, 7 runs on 11 hits. They have not committed an error, as that one missed the zone. It's aces wild on Bullington. And a ball, a strike, and an out. Aces wild, the 1-1. Floats in up top for a ball. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch coming. Fouled off, and that's going to head onto the other field as the count evens up on Bullington, 2-2. The 2-2. Hard hit ground ball towards short. Gloved by Allen. The throw to first is in time. And the Brescia Bearcats are down to their final out in the person of Savannah Jones.
Now batting number 3, Savannah Jones.
Save for a major comeback from Brescia. Emma Davis would be your winner to go to 14-10. Savannah Jones would be the loser. Ground ball to short. She can't get it out of her glove in time, and we will play on. It's an infield single by Savannah Jones, and Taylor Farr gets her chance at bat.
Now batting number 22, Taylor Farr.
And Davis would go to 14 and 10, while Savannah Jones would drop to 7 and 9. But Brescia trying to make their previous comeback seem even more incredible. If they can get 6 here without an out. The first pitch to Farr, missed the zone, 1-0. Morris misses low again. It's 2-0. 13-7 IU Southeast, top of the 7th inning from the Rock Sports Complex here in South Charleston. 3 straight have missed. Good read on the ball in the dirt by Jones. She moves up on the wild pitch. As they have finished up on the other field, Rio a 7-3 winner over IU Columbus. Winning it on a double play. In the zone for a strike. High fly ball into left. This could do it. Underneath it to make the catch is Grace Stapleton. And the IU Southeast Grenadiers pick up a first-round win in the RSC softball tournament. They beat the Brescia Bearcats by a final score of 13-7.
In this first game, IU Southeast with the win over Brescia Bearcats 13-7.
The winning pitcher is Emma Davis. The losing pitcher is the starter, Savannah Jones. We thank everyone for tuning in to day number 1 as both games finish at just about the same time. We thank everyone for tuning in to day number 1 of the RSC softball tournament. We'll see you back here noon tomorrow as we cut the field from 6 down to 3 and get us to Championship Saturday. For our entire video productions crew here in South Charleston, I'm Ryan Murphy saying thanks for watching day number 1 of the RSC softball tournament as IU Southeast and Rio Grande advance to the winner's bracket semifinals. Good night, everybody.
Fans, please direct your attention to the field for our award ceremony, where we'll announce the all-conference players and other award winners for the 2026 River States Conference softball season. Presenting the awards will be Assistant Commissioner Ryan Murphy. He's being assisted by the Softball Athletic Director Liaison, Jeff Lanham, from the University of Rio Grande. We will begin with the introduction of our Champions of Character Award winners. Selected by their head coaches, these student athletes best represent the NAIA's Champions of Character program and its 5 core values of respect, responsibility, integrity, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. From Brescia University, Felicity Cunningham. From Indiana University, Columbus, Renee Letcher. From Indiana University Southeast, Haley Foley. It's Hallie. My apologies, Hallie. They told me how to say Foley. They didn't tell me to say Haley or Hallie. So, from Kentucky Christian University, Hannah Melton. From Oakland City University, Catherine Hibbett. From Midway University, Brianna Beach. From the University of Rio Grande, Kendall Booth. From Shawnee State University, Mackenzie Bailey. From St. Mary of the Woods College, Reagan Manhart. And from West Virginia Tech, Megan Gill. That is your Champions of Character team. The River States Conference Awards and all-conference first, second, and third team. We'll get started with our third team selections. If I can make my computer work. From Brescia University, Felicity Cunningham, Addie Harris, Madison McDaniel, and Lily Grant. From IU Columbus, Chloe Lynn and Lex Hefner. From IU Southeast, Ava Allen. From Kentucky Christian University, Madison Penrod and Hannah Melton. From St. Mary of the Woods College, the trio of Jasmine Kinzer, Caden Bennett, and Kyer McVeigh. And from the University of Rio Grande, Kendall Moss. Folks, that comprises your all-conference third team. And now for our second team all-conference honorees. From Brescia University, Emma Kate Elrod. From IU Columbus, Justice Cash. From IU Southeast, Lillian Mackey and Mackenzie Walters. From Kentucky Christian University, Alexis Holloman, Elena Ruiz, and Rebecca Engler. From Oakland City University, Casey Wood. From St. Mary of the Woods College, Bailey Duke. From Shawnee State University, Gabby McConnell. From the University of Rio Grande, Meg McCollum, Macy Kies, Natalie Bates, Lindsay Runyons, and Emily Lane. And from West Virginia Tech, Olivia Barnett and Haley Skeens. All right, that concludes your second team. And now the all-conference first team. From IU Columbus, Mallory Shelton and Linnea Baldner. From IU Southeast, Emma Davis. From IU Southeast, Sophia Guy. And from IU Southeast, Josie Lemons. From Kentucky Christian University, Ariana Adams. From Midway University, Randy DeLong. From Oakland City University, Grace Butcher. From Oakland City University, Hallie McCracken. From Oakland City University, Jordan Bufford. From Oakland City University, Bailey Rhodes. From Oakland City University, Hannah Whistle. And from Oakland City University, Kinsley Heichelbeck. From Shawnee State University, Abby Deeds. From Shawnee State, Sierra Dunnigan. From Shawnee State, Sydney Skyver. From Shawnee State University, Jenna Christopher. From Shawnee State, Gabby Adams. And from Shawnee State, Haley Myers. And our final member of the all-conference first team from the University of Rio Grande, Nigella Reck. Folks, that is your all-conference first team, and I think we're going to allow them to take a group photo here before we move on to our individual award winners. Congratulations, ladies. That's your all-conference first team. Congratulations to all of the all-conference selections. The River States Conference also hands out a number of individual awards as selected through voting of the league's coaches. We will begin with the 2026 River States Conference Coach of the Year, and that goes to Oakland City University's McKendry Ward. The 2026 River States Conference Newcomer of the Year, from Shawnee State, Abby Deeds. And finally, the 2026 River States Conference Pitcher of the Year and the 2026 River States Conference Player of the Year. One in the same, and that's Grace Butcher from Oakland City University. Our final award tonight is the presentation of the regular season championship. Finishing the regular season with a conference record of 30-6. The 2026 RSC regular season champions are the Mighty Oaks from Oakland City University. Folks, that concludes our presentation tonight. For a complete list of award winners and River States Conference information, you can go to www.riverstatesconference.com. We appreciate you attending today's contest. We ask that you drive safely, and we will see you back here tomorrow for a full day of conference action on day 2 of the River States Conference Softball Championship. Be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow.